tonight, San Francisco is rushing to contain a coronavirus outbreak that hit its biggest homeless shelter. The city is now moving homeless individuals into hotels. KPX5's Wilson Walker tells us it's a major undertaking, the likes of which the city has never seen.
When you can't crowd people into buses, you need more buses. The fleet behind me is taking people out of San Francisco's homeless shelters and into hotels, and that includes the source of the city's largest single outbreak. Today, the city's largest homeless shelter looked very much like an emergency medical ward. The sheriff's deputies outside were in full protective gear, and some residents, presumably those not infected, were ferried to hotels the city has secured to isolate vulnerable populations.
And we had plans to staff up hotel rooms as rapidly as we possibly can in case an outbreak occurred.
For weeks, a number of city supervisors and homeless advocates had been pushing for broader use of hotel rooms ahead of such an outbreak.
We need to move people into hotels now. It is absolutely inevitable that we're going to have outbreaks in all the shelters. It's impossible not to.
But the mayor's office resisted that approach, using hotel rooms on a more tactical scale, arguing that the city simply does not have the staff for housing the homeless at large and at will.
If you can't self-care, you're still going to come inside somewhere, but we need more care wrapped around you for that to be successful. Staff enough people, everything from monitoring to security to medical to counselors to all of the supplies that need to be on site.
That we can feed people, that we can clean the rooms, that we can do the laundry.
So the city will continue to focus on the most vulnerable in city shelters, and they admit the challenge is tremendous.
We're talking about thousands of people. And if you include our SROs, we're talking about tens of thousands of people. And so this is a task. Moving these individuals into shelters is a task that has never before faced our city in the scale and magnitude.
Now, we have just been talking about the city's sheltered homeless. What about the city's unsheltered homeless? Well, there are discussions about a possible designated site for the tents that are now lining the sidewalks of the city, primarily over in the Tenderloin. We will have more on that part of the problem coming up tonight at 6 o'clock in San Francisco. Wilson Walker, KPX5.